Hey YouTube, welcome back. Today we have a new problem. Today problem number 122, best time to buy and sell stock. The second problem, the second version, which is a medium version. We have a first version which was easy and I solved it before in my channel. Feel free to check it out. Today we have the medium one. You are given an integer array called prices, where prices of I is the price of a given stock on the ith day. On each day, you may decide to buy and or sell the stock. You can only hold at most one share of the stock at any time. However, you can buy it then immediately, sell it on the same day if we want. Find and return the maximum profit you can achieve. For this one, the maximum profit will be 7 because we buy at day 2, which with this one, and we sell again at day 3, and we make a profit which 4, and we buy and then we buy on day 4, which will be 3, and we sell again in day 6. In day 5 or 6 we have 3, so right now we will have 7. And there is multiple ways to solve this problem. There are specifically 3 ways come to my mind, and that being recognized by Leetcode. I will go through all of them. Today I will start with the brute force one. It's not the prettiest one, however it's important to look at the naive solution and after that we see how can we solve it and how can we improve it. So the naive solution will start like this. We start at each number and we calculate all the profits for it, and the maximum profit that coming from each stock or for each number, we return it. And this one, it will be O of I guess O of n in the power of n also. I guess it will be something like that. It will be horrible when it comes to time complexity, but it's important to look at this one, so when we try to improve it, we know what was our starting point. So I will create a function that called calculate, and this function takes the prices and takes S, which will be the stock. Let's run the calculate here, and I'll give it prices, and the stock I'll start from the 0. And the thing that I'm going to do first, I will say if I'll make some case cases. If S is bigger than or equals prices dot length, we return 0. That means there's nothing to loop through. And let's create max, and after that we return this max. This will be talk about the maximum profit, and I will return it. And between these two things, I want to make a loop, for loop, and also let start equals S, and let's say start is less than prices dot length, and start plus. Okay, and I will try to calculate the maximum profit for each stock and compare it with the current maximum profit. Let max equal 0. Let's make it equal 0 here. So let max profit equals 0. And first I'll try to create the maximum profit for each number, for each stock. So let's just loop again for let I equals start start plus 1 because we want to compare it with its next. I less than prices the length, okay, I plus plus. And I will say if prices of start, if prices of start less than prices of I, if that was the case, that means we have a profit. So let profit equals, we call the calculate this again because we try to calculate it again. Calculate prices, and we have I plus 1, and we add to it plus prices of I minus prices of start. And I will say if the profit is bigger than max profit, we will make max profit will equals profit, and yeah, and in the end here I will say if wait a minute, no, it's the end of this loop. If max profit is max profit bigger than max equals max profit. So let's try to see what we did here. First, we have this recursive function. We pass to it at the first. Oh, wait a minute, I have to return it. Return. Okay. Return. Yeah. We have this recursive function. We call it first with the first position, okay, and we give it the prices array. And the max profit function is the entry point, as you can see, the entry point, and return the result on the calculate function starting from day 0, index 0. The calculate function takes two parameters, prices and prices, which is the array of stock prices, and S, which is the starting index for the calculation. The base case is when S is greater than or equal to the length of the prices array. In this case, the function returns 0, as there are no more days left to consider. It's important to put this one because this is a recursive function and we don't want to run this function endlessly. So whenever you have a recursive function, you should find your base case. And I say that, okay, the code then here iterates through the days starting from the start index, as you can see. For each start day, it calculates the maximum profit that can be obtained by buying on the day and selling on future day when the price is higher. After that, it does this by iterating. Through the days after the start. This second loop, and physically represented by inner loop. If the price on the current day, called prices of start, is lower than price on a future day, which is prices of I, it calculates the profit by subtracting the buying price from the selling price and adds it to the profit obtained from the days after the selling day, recursively calculated by calling calculate with I plus 1. So basically how we do the profit. First, we calculate the profit. Like, let's say that we are in one here, so we calculate the profit with I one this the start and its next, so basically it will be 4, and we want to see the other profits if we can see any other profits. So we try to loop again, we try to call the calculate function, but we start to call it on 3 instead, and we see if we can find maximum profit or not. And yeah, it's that's it. However, I can only run it, but if I did submit, it will it will run and it will successfully. However, if I submit it, I will get limited exceeded because it's O of n in the power of n. It's time complexity is awful. So you see right now the function is still didn't work because, and yeah, time exceeded. When we have this big row, time exceeded, we have for 2 solutions the test cases didn't work that well. So in the next video, we'll try to find the better solutions for this specific problem. So yeah, that's it for today's problem, and I hope my description is quite good. If you like my content, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll never miss a video, and see you guys in future problems.